So are you one of those golfers who feels that their golf swing is weak, inconsistent, maybe a bit loopy, and just generally doesn't give you the kind of results that you're looking for? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you a great simple drill that helps you use the ground and your body correctly to help you create a consistently powerful golf swing. So, I know what you're thinking. What is this mystery drill that's going to fix my problems? Well, it's something called the Lawnmower Drill. I might have to explain a little bit more detail for some of you younger viewers as to why a lawnmower would have this. But what this is going to show you is how to use your body and use the ground correctly, because we can't make any movement without using the ground effectively. How to use those 2 points correctly to get you swinging it better than ever, really flushing it and just hitting some incredible golf shots. But just before we get on to that drill, if you're new down to my channel, welcome down to Ali Taylor Golf. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If while you're watching today's video you're enjoying it and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love it if you just click that button below, ring the little bell next to it, and then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. But for now, let's show you the lawnmower drill. Right, so like I said in the introduction there, that first shot that you saw might be very reminiscent of your golf swing. So let's quickly look at what that golf swing produced and why, even though it maybe ended up towards target, it wasn't what you should be producing. So we had club head speed of 77 mile an hour, ball speed at just under 91. My 7-iron was carrying 114 yards. My club path was 9 degrees out to in, and the club face was 5 degrees open to that path. So you can see, even though I struck that one well, it was slow, the club was working across, the club face was open, and it was a real glancing blow. And, you know, for me as a coach, I want golfers' swings to kind of be as simple as possible. And I do appreciate there's a huge amount of information out there nowadays. Yours truly might lend himself to putting a bit more information out there. But ultimately, we can't think of everything at once. So when you look at a golf swing face on, you know, we hear a lot nowadays about how we need to use the ground properly, we need to turn our hips properly, rotate our shoulders, shift our pressure, re-rotate, open that chest to impact. And you just can't think of all that things, can you, in the time it takes, slow as that swing was, to get that happening. So I love a little drill that can kind of give you the feel of what you want. And the drill we're going to talk about today is the lawnmower drill. Now, I did mention for some of you younger viewers, you might not get this, but in the past, lawnmowers used to have a string that you used to have to pull to get the engine going, not just a press button at the start. So what we're going to do is we're going to imagine we've got an old school lawnmower, or this is something you could potentially do in the gym actually with cable pulleys. So get into your golf posture, and I'll show you from both angles, but we'll go down the line first. And you're going to imagine that you've got actually two cables here. So first of all, we're going to look at the backswing, and what we're going to do from here is we're going to feel that it's quite heavy to pull, but we're going to pull back up, okay? And what you'll see when it's heavy, you'll push into that right foot to be able to pull back. And as you push that foot, the pressure's moving forward, the right hip, trail hip moves back, the chest opens up, and we get that nice big turn to the top of the backswing. So if we look at that face on, and again, I don't want to see, so before we do that, don't want to see that it's something like where you would just do that, because you're not using the ground really at all. So from here, face on, it's nice and heavy with that trail hand, we're going to feel that we push into the ground and pull back up. Now if you look at that as the top of the backswing position, we've got a nice big shoulder turn, we've got a nice big hip turn, the pressure's really loaded into that trail side, and if I was there, we would say that would be absolutely awesome. So that can be a great thing to practice the backswing. is to get there and feel that with the trail hand, we're ripping that lawnmower to get it going. And you can see how the shoulders even tilt beautifully there. But that's only half the thing, isn't it? And how many of you golfers out there go, that's awesome, but I'm already good at the top. That's where it all goes wrong and I'm not able to hit the shots I want. Fine, okay. So we're going to get to the top. And that's perfect. Now we've got our lead hand on the other cable. So what we're going to do from there is, again, we're going to try and rip the cable back up. But what we'd need to do if it was heavy is we would push into our lead foot, so we'd get that little bit of pressure, and then shift. So from here, shift. Again, face on. It's absolutely brilliant, because watch this. We'll get to that top of the backswing is great. Then to pull this lead cable, we're going to shift left and drive up and back with that hip. So we pressure into that lead side, and then as the hip turns out the way, it really gets the body out the way. And it can be a great way of rehearsing how the body should feel during the swing. So back and down. And I know even for me, it doesn't feel that my upper body does a lot different, but it really feels from here that I push down and then drive that lead hip back behind me. And I definitely know for me that would generate a little bit more speed. So you've done a few, and obviously well, you're practicing, you're going to do more than one or two. We're going to go from here, back, and then rip forward. Then we're going to try and get that feel as a couple of practice swings. And I don't necessarily want you to do it really slowly, because I think that's where the timing can be lost. And when you do it slowly, you can kind of go, oh, hang on, I don't feel like my weight's moved or my pressure's shifted. So rip that cable to the top, rip it on the way down. And that felt quick, felt a lot of speed there, but effortless speed. Not something where I was trying to swing hard. So again, we would then hit some shots. And what I would always say when you work on something and you introduce the golf ball, don't worry too much whether the strike is perfect to begin with, because we want you really focusing on your movement and then allowing the golf ball to get in the way. So we started off with 77 mile an hour, 114 carry. So let's get into our address position, and then we're going to feel that we rip the cable to the top and then rip the lead cable for the downswing. So a bit thin, but 87 mile an hour and 152 carry and an unbelievably neutral path and club face. Now, being honest there, I thought on the way back, that felt really good. On the way down, not sure I felt quite that exaggerated feeling. So I need to feel I really rip the cable away a little bit more. That felt better. So 88 mile an hour, 117 ball speed, 166 carry, and still very neutral delivery. So you can see there very, very quickly picking up speed, not worrying at all about what I'm trying to do, presenting the club face or the path, just trusting the fact that if I use the pressure in the ground correctly, that is a massive influence on how that path comes in. And then because, in my case, hopefully I've got a fairly neutral hold, I shouldn't see too much manipulation. But I love that feeling. Rip the cord to the top, rip the cord on the way down. So let's have one more go. Let's see if we can get this to 90 mile an hour. Again, a little bit thin. 88 again, but still a very good shot. Right, and I did say final one, but I'm loving that feeling, so we're going to go one more. So rip the cord to the top, rip the cord on the way down, felt fantastic. Again, 88 mile an hour, 117 ball speed, 163 carry, and a lovely neutral delivery. So not only am I picking up huge speed, but I'm actually hitting the ball straighter than ever. So hopefully guys, you can see there a really easy little drill, great little concept of how just by feeling that you're pulling that lawnmower for the backswing and the downswing, how it really trains that you're going to use the ground and use your body effectively to swing the club on a better plane, better path, with more speed, and ultimately hit better, more consistent golf shots. So guys, hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, like it and share it, comment below and I'll get back to as many people as I can. If you've enjoyed the video and you don't currently subscribe, I'd love you to hit the subscribe button below, ring the notification bell, then you'll find out whenever I drop a new video. Follow me on all my social media platforms, all under Ali Taylor Golf. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here soon. Stay in contact.